I know I posted one of these yesterday, and this isn't really going to have much in it, but I had a really good day today. So I just figured I'd post one when I was looking happy because Casey said I looked sad in one of the ones I had up. So good day, very happy. My first class, since my compañera wasn't there, it was just me and the professor, which was a little weird. But I learned a lot of new words, and we focused on, you know, how in Spanish there's there, and there, and then two, and two. And we focused on all of the, or English, sorry. In English there's those, and we focused on all of those in Spanish, like hacía, hacía, the ones that are spelt different, that sound the same, different meanings, stuff like that. So that's what we did today in my first class. And in my second class, we went to the movies. And it was really neat. Their screens are actually a lot bigger than ours. And I don't know, it's because we went to the Policentro's movies, and the Policentro has it's all really big and really new and really nice. But yeah, we watched an Ecuadorian movie that's called En el Num, I think it's En el, I don't remember. I want to say it's En el Nombre de la Hija, but I'm not positive. So that's why I'm like, En el Nombre, maybe not. No, okay. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's En el Nombre de la Hija. And it's about a young girl who is raised by her father, and he is very, very socialist and atheist, and he's very, very strong spoken about his views, and he passes that on to his daughter, who then becomes very socialist and very atheist and really is, you know, strong about it. And then she goes to spend 2 months with her grandma, well, her grandparents, but mainly her grandma is the one who's very conservative and very religious. And it exemplifies, it's an Ecuadorian movie, so it exemplifies a lot of the, it's the only Ecuadorian movie playing at the theater, actually. It's you know, shows a lot of the life in La Tierra, in like the mountain region. Like if you look at a picture of Ecuador, so from your guys' view, so like if this were a map of Ecuador, you would have the coast, you know, and then you would have La Tierra, and then you would have the Oriental, or they call it that. I don't know the significance of it. But those are the division you would have. So there's that. It shows a lot of the life in the Tierra, and I'm sure I'm supposed to roll my R's on that. And I got some tongue twisters. Oh, I wish I had them here. When I get better at them, I will try to do them for you, because they are really, really funny. Like, one's like, como, kama, como, like, it's all ridiculous. And one's like, Peppo, pico, pica, pica, peppa. Like, it's like Piper picked peppers, but in Spanish. Or Peter picked peppers. Anyway, and then like those are nothing compared to the ones with the double R's, which is like coro, you know, like you're just saying like pretty much the whole time. I think Kyle would love those, since he's such a fan of rolling his R's. Yeah, but so maybe once I get a little bit better, I'm so bad at them right now that it would just be awful. So when I get a little bit better at them, I will try some for you, and you guys can make fun of me, and it'll be funny. The movie, wow, the movie is really, so there's the little girl, sorry, I'm off on different tangents. The little girl, she's got her father's beliefs, you know, completely instilled in her. And then, you know, her extremely religious grandma, like, there's a whole situation with her extremely religious grandma and stuff, and just by this chance meeting and like, so she pretends to be religious because she has to, and she gets baptized with her brother, and she's like, it's just you know, it's just fake, it's just imaginary, like, don't worry, we have to pretend that we believe in it, it's like the stories I read you. And he's her younger brother, and so, you know, he doesn't understand any of it, and like he'll acknowledge that he's young, and so he's just kind of like this cute little comic relief character, but every now and again he'll say something pretty profound. He's talking to her one night, and first she has this chance meeting with the crazy uncle that lives in the library that's just like, it's a rundown old library that no one's allowed into, it's prohibited. And she goes into the library and has this chance meeting with this crazy uncle. And she, you know, begins to think, this guy isn't that crazy. And he's like all about breaking down the ties of religion, and breaking down the different connectors of the different dogmas, and so he's pretty interesting. And when she meets him, he said, who are you? He says, who are you? And she tells him her name, and he's like, I didn't ask for your name. I asked who you are. And she said, well, I'm so-and-so's granddaughter. I'm so-and-so's granddaughter. And he's like, I didn't ask who your grandpa was. I asked who you were. And then she says, well, my name's Manuela. And he's like, I didn't ask. He's like, no, that's your father's name. Well, who are you? And it's kind of this big moment where you realize that it's less about whether or not God exists, because you think the whole time the movie is about ateo, los ateos, the atheist versus the religious. And you think that that's what it's about, and then there's this moment where where he says, no, I didn't ask who your grandma was, I didn't ask who your father was, and you realize it's actually about how impressionable the child is. At least that's what I took away from it. Like how she gets her father's beliefs and then waves them around proudly, and then when she has to conform, she conforms to her grandma's beliefs and has those. But he didn't ask who they were. He asked who the child was. And so it's really good, actually, if you get a chance to watch it. And he gives her this little box, and he says, who you are is inside this box, but you cannot open it. Who you are is in this box, and you can't open it. You shall never open it, but here it is. And he gives her this little box. And so she takes the box, and she's all excited about it. And then her little brother asks her one day, he says, it's like, is what's in that box? He's like, is that real? Is that in your imagination? And she said, it's in my imagination. He's like, well, if everything, religion and this and everything else is in your imagination, then what is there that's real, And she just like goes to bed. She doesn't have an answer for him. She doesn't know. She's still a kid. She hasn't figured herself out yet. She doesn't know who she is. She couldn't have answered her own question. But it's really a good movie. I liked it a lot, and I have a lot to say on it in English, and then next Monday I'm going to have to try to make all that transfer over into Spanish. So I'm going to start looking up vocabulary words now that I don't have, that I need. There won't be that many, I don't think. It's going to be interesting because my teacher is Catholic, so it'll be interesting. I was talking to one of my teachers, and she said, that went with us, and she said that she thinks that the girl's views changed at the end of the movie, and now she believes in God. And I said, honestly, I was like, well, when I was thinking just on whether or not that little girl's views changed, I thought about whether mine would have changed based on what had happened to her, based on what it, if I had went through that. And I was like, well, my views would have changed. And so in a sense, like, I think kind of what you already believe goes into it. And, I said that. And then, but really, I think what it is it's not that her views necessarily changed. It's that she knows she doesn't have any now, and she has to figure it out. She ends the movie, knowing that she has to find herself and not be her father or not be her grandmother. She gets to choose her own way. That's what I think. But who knows? If you get a chance to, if it hits Netflix in the foreign film area sometime soon, if it's up, you guys should definitely watch it. I had to watch it without subtitles, which the little kids, they talk so fast and they have like a different accent. It was a little difficult, but it was all right. It was all right. I understood, so I'm pretty excited about that. I'm pretty happy with that, and I get to talk about it next. I get to talk to my teacher about it. That's what our whole class is going to be about next Monday. So yeah, that's what I did today. I went to the movies, and it was awesome. It was good stuff, and I don't know. I can't think of anything else really. I tried little dulces that are like marzipan from Spain. They're really good. There was one that was just like the carrot, that's just like the sweet little marzipan thing, and then the other kind I had powdered sugar on the outside, but that wasn't what made it so good. As it had, I don't know what kind of cream, or if it's like dulce de leche maybe. I'm thinking it is, because I love that, and I love this. Just spread in the middle. It was delicious. I mean, I have another one in my bag, but I'm not going to show you guys because then I'd have to get up, and it's already been like a 10-minute long post of me rambling about some movie none of you care about. But it was a really good movie. It was a really good day. And I still got done with class early. I don't have night class tomorrow, so when I get back, I'm going to try to snap some photos of some iguanas. I'm not going to be going to Montanita this weekend, so maybe I'm going to go to La Barilla instead. I don't know. I'll think of something new. Like, I will go maybe to the Malecone on Saturday morning because I don't think there's any like specific set plans that my host family has, so I'm going to see if maybe I can make that happen. Yeah, I tried tortillas here, and so tortilla in Mexico, you think, the flour tortilla that we use to make tacos or quesadillas. Tortilla in Spain, you think, it's kind of like a thicker, juicier omelet that usually has potatoes and onions in it, and it's delicious. Tortilla here is, you remember talking about that soup? Did I tell you about that soup that I tried that had just like the big blob of like the verde, the green bananas that they fry and they eat salty like, that they use for cooking? It's called verde. The verde, they had the blob in that soup, the bola, and I don't really like the bola, but I like the soup. I don't know if that was in my video or if that was in a video that I did later where I wasn't fumbling around. Yesterday was a tough day for me to record. Anyway, it was just like this blob, and they put different things in it, like meat and peas, and it was just really weird because I was just eating this blob of like mushed up cooked banana, but it's not real banana, it's verde banana, so it kind of has like mixture between, like a crossbreed between a banana and a potato. Yeah, so I tried that today. I tried their tortilla, which is just that stuff with some cheese in it and made into like a big, like patty, like a big thick patty. Weird. I mean, I was sitting there eating this blobby kind of flavorless mush and thinking about how sad I was sitting there eating this blobby flavorless mush. But I did go and get some mango after that because they were all out of grosella, which are the little olive-like tomato-looking things that are delicious and tangy. And they were out of that, so I went and got mango. And she asked me if I wanted salt on my mango, and I was like, no. And she's like, do you want some lemon juice on it? And I was like, no, I don't want lemon juice or salt on my mango. Just cut it up and put it in a cup for me. I'll eat it. They cut up and eat mango when it's not ripe as a very sour treat. They put lemon juice on it and salt, and it's actually really delicious, honestly. Like, I got done eating it, and I felt like I'd kind of just gotten done eating a bunch of like sour candies. It was good. Yeah, but that's pretty much what I've done today. Oh wow, this is like my longest video ever, and it's about nothing. It's from one day. Yeah, I got a awesome email of Casey and Melody singing the Bones theme song, which not Kyle's Bones theme song that just goes bones, 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 but the Bones theme song with the zombies, which was pretty hilarious, and the other stuff too is good. I think that's everything, but I miss everyone, and I mean, it's not like nice out today, or I would go outside. I don't know what to do with myself. I have some homework, I guess that's probably what I'm going to do with myself. Alright guys, bye.